Okay guys, so I'm just going to jump right into this video. Here are the items that I have purchased off of Amazon. This is not a sponsored video. I just wanted to let all my parents know that these are some items that I felt were helpful to me when I was homeschooling my son last year. And I also found some new items that I just wanted to try out as well. So here we go. So this first one is the I Know What to Do. It's pretty much an emotions book teaching the kids about their emotions when they are experiencing a certain emotion. So pretty much these tabs down here, they're all emotions, and these ones on the side, they're all emotions. And just for an example, let's see, which one is this? This is happy, obviously. So it shows the emotion, and then it shows on the other side things that you can do when you feel this way, or when you feel this way, these are some of the things that you do. So it has all the emotions. It has happy, grumpy, frustrated, excited, embarrassed, confused, confident, bored, happy, worried, ungrateful, tired, sick, shy, scared, sad, impatient, and hungry. I think it's important to teach our kids emotional intelligence, just because I mean, when you are younger and if you don't have those tools to work out or work through your emotions, when you become an adult you still have those same things going on. So I'm definitely implementing emotional intelligence in my household with my son. So that's one. These are a few books that I have gotten off of Amazon as well. Obviously, my son is a brown boy, so I want him to know about himself, you know. So this first one is I Am, which they're positive affirmations for brown boys. I think that is important, and it's just going over positive affirmations as a brown boy. The other one is Brown Boy Joy. And this one is Skin Like Mine. So that's it for the books. I'm just definitely want to read over those with him while we have reading time. So these are little pieces of fractions. So we're definitely going to be going over fractions again this year. So these little things you can take apart. This is supposed to be a whole, but this is obviously a half. So they have the whole pieces, they have halves, 1/3, 1/4, 1/6, 1/8, and yeah, and that's it. So these are little pieces that I got off of Amazon as well. This is, I really love this. I love the colors. I just love this tool. This is obviously a place value little chart, and on the bottom it shows, oh, we're gonna go here. On the bottom it shows from ones all the way up to the millionth place. So I think learning with little kids and having things color coordinated helps. So this was perfect for each place value to have a different color. And this is really cool. I think I'm gonna open this up with you guys. I haven't opened it up yet, but this is a calendar that I got off of Amazon. It goes over weather, temperature, emotions again, the seasons, the date, the clock, the activity, what day it is, and the holidays. This is what we're gonna do for calendar math. So yeah, I'm gonna open this up if I can get it open. All right. Okay. So this calendar, actually, you can hang this up. It even comes with dry erase markers, and I'm assuming these little things you can hang them up on the wall or something. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But dang, there's another piece. There's another piece I gotta open. Okay, so this is a dry erase calendar. On the front, oh, and it's a magnet. I didn't even know this was a magnet. These are little extra magnet pieces, telling you that you could just put these anywhere on the calendar if you need to, if you're doing something specific for that day. So yeah, this is a dry erase calendar. You see that it has the clock, the days of the date, the month, the year, and I'm assuming these little things goes for the activities that you're doing for that day. And it tells the weather, how I feel, goes over the holiday. Yesterday was, today is, tomorrow will be, and then the temperature. So I thought this was pretty cool. And yeah, these little things right here, they're to hang up the calendar. And as you can see on the back, I didn't even realize this is a magnet. You can stick it on something. So these are the holidays. These are magnets as well. And then these are the weather, the dates, and the seasons, along with the emotions. Again, emotions are, I feel, is very, very vital in development of kids into adults. Here are the years, the days, and the months. And then little arrows. I wonder where the arrows go to. Okay. And then this is something extra. Also, it has the month, the day, date, I feel, the season, holiday, and activities. Now, I feel like this is kind of a duplicate of this. Kind of like the same thing, kind of. But I want to use both. I think these are really cool. So that is the calendar that I found off of Amazon. If you guys are interested in any of the items that I'm showing you, just leave me a comment and I could link everything below for you guys. This right here, oh my goodness, I love, love, love this book. This book I used on the first grade level last year for my son, and inside, as you can see, it has like reading, math, what else? Spelling, language, arts, and writing. And then it has test prep at the end of the book. I didn't get the first grade one. I didn't get this from Amazon last year. I actually got it from Barnes & Noble. So if you don't want to order offline or online, if you don't want to order it, check with your Barnes & Noble online to see which Barnes & Noble that's near you have this in stock. You can also order it through them, but I actually found this, like I said, inside of the store, but it was the first grade version. They may have the second grade version of this and up. I don't know where what grade level they stop at, but I love this. I love how inclusive it is, and when you open it, reading skills. I want to show. I'll show you which one this is. This is spelling. This is kind of how it looks with spelling. The thing that I don't like though, as far as Amazon, and I just have to say this, when I go through the pictures of looking at some of their books, they don't really show many pictures of how the text look, because that kind of helps me when it comes to figuring out what book I should get my son and if that'll be a good fit for him. So that was the spelling skills. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys each section and what it looks like, because I know as a parent trying to find these books for school, for homeschooling, it's a lot, especially if you're just starting out as a homeschooler. It's a lot to try to figure out what books will be good for your child or not. So I'm gonna help you guys out a bit, and I'm gonna go to the next section and show you what it kind of looks like. So this is the math portion, and see, this is place kind of like place value, breaking down from 1s to 10s, some more here. I hope that you guys can see that. It goes over subtracting, two-digit numbers. Of course, it goes over telling time and the clock. Goes over shapes and like the these are 2D. It goes over the sides. And are they talking about angles? Oh, they're just talking about the sides on this one. And it goes over some other type of math, but you kind of can see what information they have in the book so far. So this is language arts, and for the language arts portion, I really love how it breaks down everything. So these are practicing with nouns. Goes over nouns, proper nouns, days of the week, special names of holidays, plural nouns, irregular nouns. Goes over a lot using I or me, irregular verbs. And I'll let you guys see this one. It's really, really good. Like, if last year was my first year homeschooling, so I know this really helped me out, especially if you don't have an actual curriculum that breaks things down for you. This really helps. All right, so I'm gonna go, that's language arts. Language arts is a pretty thick section too, which is very good for me. So this is the writing portion. It goes, you pick the sentence that describes the picture. And what else is this? Studying a sentence about a picture. Oh, same thing. What else? It goes over like a personal story. You guys can see that. You write about a pet. It actually shows you how to proofread. Now, in the first grade book, it went over proofreading as well. So this is actually teaching them the symbols that you use to proofread your paper, which is part of writing. It's important. Practice personal story. This actually teaches them to how to write like their first draft of a paper. And this little chart, it's like a chart that you go over to make sure that you, when you write your paper, all of those things are included. So it's kind of like a checklist for them. What else? Respond to a practice letter, write about a place. It's just a lot of writing activities. Excuse me, a lot of writing activities in here. Now, at the back of the book, it does have all the answers in the back of the book. This is the test prep section. So they do have tests at the back of the book. I'm going to show you guys. Ooh, this is a reading one. This is test prep going over cause and effect. This is pretty much the layouts of their test prep questions. And then here are some working with math. I believe this is math. And what else? Some more test prep questions back here. You can read a story and answer the questions. I forgot to show you guys the beginning of this book, which is pretty much the reading skills portion. So what you would do is they will read and then answer questions. And these are broken up into units. So you can, if you choose to get this book, you can use it or break the lessons down depending on how your child learns. So I really, really like this book because it has all the subjects that you need except for science and social studies. Oh, and geography. So that's one. And here is social studies. Now, all of these books, obviously, my son is going to 2nd grade this year, so all of these books will be 2nd grade level. This is the social studies book. This is kind of inclusive too. It has history, civics and government, geography, and economics. This only has 20 weeks of activities, so this will be a supplement because I did get him a social studies, another social studies book. So we'll be pretty much using both. The one thing that I don't like about this book is it doesn't have any any color. It's black and white. So I try to keep the interest of my son high by having things that are colorful and things that'll just grab his attention. Other than the color, I do like this book because, as you can see, this is talking about rules and laws, but it's broken down. So it's like week 8, day 5. So again, if you don't have a curriculum that you are going off of, which I'm not, I'm pretty much using what I think will be good for my son. These things, this book has it broken down for you week by week, day by day. It's just not in color, which I wish that it was. I wish that it was in color. So it's plenty of activities in this book as well. It does have an answer key at the back, which is great. So this is the social studies book that we'll be using along with this book. Now, I got this book because I saw another homeschool parent talking about this book. So I looked up the reviews, and the reviews were great. This is, I think, the 2005 version. I wasn't too happy about it being 2005. I kind of feel like that's like super dated, like it's 2021. So I wish that I would have gotten a more later book. And this one's from Scott Forsman. This comes with a workbook. So if you get this, I got this actually used off of Amazon. It came in pretty good shape. But if you get this book, it does come with a workbook. So in here, these are some of the things that they go over. If you guys can see, let me bring it in a little bit. If you guys can see that. So it goes over history, economics, science and technology, geography, culture, citizenship, government, and national symbols. Now, of course, this is definitely age appropriate with the colors. It'll kind of keep him engaged. The sections are really short. Oh, you guys can't see. The sections are really short, which I like because, like I said, he's 2nd grade and you want to grab and keep his attention. Where's that little section I just went over? I think it was that citizenship. Here it is. I really love this part because what I'm thinking about doing is having a character word of the week to keep enhancing his character. So each one of these we're gonna go over and do activities with weekly. So for the first week, we'll talk about respect and so on and do activities with those. So I'm gonna show you a quick section of how a unit will look. Where's the start of it? Okay, so this first section will be Unit 1. It's called We Belong to Groups. So you can kind of see how the text look on here. This is living in my neighborhood or a neighborhood, and then it goes over what did you learn at the end. And as you can see, like I said, it's very short, very short sections to do. Now I ordered the workbook to go to this textbook. I have no idea where it is in the mail. I have to reach out to Amazon about that, but I did get that workbook used. So the second book I have is this Scott Forsman science book. This was also used. I think when it comes to homeschooling or just purchasing books, period, you want to try to get them used to save money, because you're not going to use this during your whole entire, like your kids' whole entire homeschooling years. So if you can get it used, get it used. If not, just, I guess, pay full price for it and then sell it once you're done. But yes, I got this book used, and it's in pretty good shape. Like, oh, still got my paper in here. It's in pretty good shape. They didn't put their name in it, but there's no highlighting or anything in this book, no bends or anything, no writing or anything in this book. It kind of, to me, feels like they barely even used it. But if you're looking to get a book that is used, definitely look in the description, because they tell you if there are any if it's highlighting in the book, or if it's any pen marks, pencil marks, whatever it marks. They let you know, even if there's any like water damage or, I don't know, bends even to the cover of the book. It's a little bit of bending part on here, but I mean, that's normal wear and tear from a textbook. But other than that, this book looks pretty new. So inside of this textbook, yeah, I'm so excited to do science projects with my son. So excited to do that. So on the first chapter, it has plants, animals. Well, second chapter is animals. How plants and animals live together. How living things grow. Chapter 5 goes over earth, wind, air, and water. Earth and weather and seasons. So there's about, and then it goes over chapter 7, fossils and dinosaurs. Chapter 8 is properties of water. Chapter 9 is energy. Chapter 10 is forces and motion. Chapter 11 is sound. Chapter 13 is earth and space. Chapter 12 is earth and space. Chapter 13, technology in our world. So just to go over those, so pretty much this book is consists of, my goodness, Nisha, life science, more life science, earth science, physical science, space and technology, and that's it. So this book is what, those things that I just read off, this book is what covers those things. So I'm gonna show you guys. So this is lesson 5, and I'm gonna go over lesson 5 for you. Oh, this is really really short. This is literally one page, because it moves on to the next one. So again, very short little sections for second grade, so it can keep their interest. Some of these are, like this one is 2 pages, I think, but then it comes with an activity that you can do. So of course, like when you were in school, you would read over a section, answer the questions, and then you'll do an activity. So that pretty much is what this book does. And then it has like a test review. No, it has a chapter review and a test prep. So that's this book, second grade science. This is the activity book that comes with that textbook. Again, I'm not a big fan of the color, but this is kind of what it looks like. It does look boring, I'm not even gonna lie, but we're just gonna have to push through this workbook this year. This actually has activities in it, this is kind of to the side, but this is an activity that you can do after you're done with that section of the textbook. So yeah, that's the workbook that goes with the science textbook. Last year my son, he didn't really journal, but this year I think it would be really good for him to help build his writing skills. So I got this book also off of Amazon. It is the Primary Composition Notebook, grades K through 2. So as you can see, you can draw a picture, or they can draw a picture, and then they can write about it. So it's only 108 pages. So this is what it looks like in the inside. This I got for myself. I got off of Amazon. It's pretty much a teacher's, what is it called? Calendar, schedule that you can use. And what I like about this, in the beginning, it has like the regular calendar here, but then it also has where you can write down your week number and your subject at the top, and you can jot down whatever you did that day, or you can pre-fill it so that you can know what you're going to do on that specific day, which is cool. I like that because I like to be organized. Last year I was kind of thrown into homeschooling because of COVID, and I was just all over the place, just pretty much taking it one day at a time. But I said this year I'm going to be a little more prepared and more organized. So this is pretty much a schedule for the moms or the parents, or if you're a dad, you can jot your stuff down on here so you can have a schedule for your kid or your children. I kind of feel like I may have overdone it with the math, but my son, he loves math. Last year we used Spectrum as well. The book that I showed you guys with this curriculum, yes, it has math in it, but I feel like it's not enough, and it's not really challenging, if that makes sense. So last year we used Spectrum, first grade. My son pretty much, he went through the whole book. This one goes over adding and subtracting 2 and 3 digit numbers, writing numbers in expanded form, components of 3D shapes, fractions, metric and customary measurement, and it also has an answer key. This book kind of sold me because it had correlated to current state standards. So of course I want my child to learn what he's supposed to be learning according to the state that we live in. So I loved it. It's plenty of practice problems for the kids, and also it shows you how to do it, and then it gives you practice problems. Like here, what is this? This is adding 3 numbers over here, and then word problems over here. Didn't even realize they had word problems in here. This one is 2. This is adding 2-digit numbers, and again it shows you over here how to do it before you practice, which is really nice. And then here it has 3-digit. Is this adding or subtracting? Okay, it's adding and subtracting. So it shows you again at the top how to do it, and then you get the practice problems. Here is time, and I feel like this is more, it gives you a lot of practice things. It really does, practice problems, because those are 2 different things. So here is measurements, and then here is some more measuring and more measuring. Okay, this goes over graphs, bar graphs to be in particular. Here's a little bit of geometry and shapes. Here's fractions that they go over. Let's see. Oh, they're even doing square units in here on this page, which is really nice. If you've used Spectrum or the complete curriculum, let me know what your thoughts were on those books, because I really do love Spectrum. It's kid friendly, but at the same time it's like moving them up a step, because I mean, second grade, it is kind of like, you know, kiddish, but at the same time it shouldn't be like, I don't know, too kiddish when it comes to certain things that they need to learn. Yeah, so that's why I like Spectrum. It's really, really nice. Also in the back of this, it has the answer key, which is great. Do they have practice tests in here? I don't know. Oh, they do. After each section, it is a test. Just realize that. After each section, there is a test. And these are actually broken up as well. So you can kind of go, it doesn't have like week 3, day 2 on here, but how it's set up, it is sectioned off into sections. But after every section, there is a trying to find it for you guys, find another one. After every section, there is a test. They have a check what you learned after you practice. Okay, so here is a mid-test section. After you have learned and have practiced and have checked what you've learned. So where is the actual test? Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. What I just showed you, the mid-test, those are before, okay, Nisha. So those are before you get to the actual test at the end. So yeah, that's the Spectrum second grade. So the next one I have is the math workbook second grade. It says straightforward for kids, loved by parents, great for math fluency. This has addition, subtraction, beginning multiplication, division, and fractions. And this is 100 pages. So this is this one that I also got off of Amazon. It's very beginner friendly. So again, here is the 3-digit addition. This is, I want to find the multiplication in the beginning. So this is introducing multiplication with low numbers. And then as you move on, you actually get to work on the problems. And I know on this page it's actually showing you how to multiply with sevens. I think the 7 plus 7 and then 7 times 2. 7 plus 7 plus 7. Okay, what else? What else? And then they go from 7. So they work their way up. They start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As far as multiplying, and then they go up to here is 9. So here are the 9s. It's pretty much the same layout of the other ones. And then here are some fractions. Division, they go over division as well. And what are these? Oh, skip counting. Wait. Yeah, so that's this book. And most of these books, honestly, they didn't even cost that much. But like I said, if you guys are interested in finding these items, I could link them below. This is a STEM book. I feel you know, science, technology, engineering, and art, math are just pretty much so important. You have to know a bit of all of those things in order to find work in this world. So this is the STEM book. This actually has activities in here that you can do. It's teaching them about, you know, where shoes come, like this particular one is about shoes. And so this title or subtitle is Walking Without Shoes, Why Shoes Are Important, How Can You Help? I guess kids get shoes. And then on this one, they have a little activity for them to do. They can color this shoe and design it, and then you have your little supplies that they tell you that you need to do this activity, which I think is really cool because it's teaching them how to do hands-on stuff. What other things are in here? School supplies, working animals. If you are interested in teaching your child about, you know, certain things that is under the STEM program, then I think this book is a good choice to get. There are many books out there, like I said, homeschool, searching. It's tiring. So when you find something good, you kind of want to stick to it. I want to try, this is one of the new books that I want to try this year, but so far I like this. Critical thinking. I also got this from the same people, pretty much. This is a critical thinking book. This critical thinking, even though my child is in 2nd grade, critical thinking is also vital to me, along with being emotionally intelligent. You have to know how to think on your own and make good judgments and make good choices. So these activities should help bring out the knowledge that your child already has in them, I feel. It just gets them to think. Like, this is one activity about their feet. What? Oh, okay. So this is one I'd have to do with him. So it talks about a lot of stuff in here, honestly. I like this one too. I like that it is in color. Bed is to sleep. Like, this even has analogies. Bed is to sleep as chair is to blank. And then they have the choices: table, sitting, wood. So obviously it'll be sitting. So it's little things like that that they get to work on to try to put the pieces together to a puzzle and just answer the question. Yeah, so this is the critical thinking book. If you want to just help your child think a little bit more and get them to use the information that they are learning. So that is it for all of the things that I have purchased off of Amazon. There is one more thing that I want to discuss that really helped me out last year. It is an app called IXL. If you get the app, it only does, I think, just math and English. But if you go and you subscribe online to their website, you get all of the subjects. It is $19.99 a month, which I pay for. It's a subscription, pretty much $20 a month, but it's very helpful. If you guys are interested in me doing a video about IXL, please let me know, because it helped me and my son out a lot last year. His test scores were great. He was reading above his school grade last year, and it's, like I said, it's very helpful. Whatever you're teaching him, it is like a reinforcement of seeing what he knows. Yeah, so if you're interested in knowing about IXL, please let me know and I will do a video on it. So Again, if you want any of these books, if you want the link to them, I could definitely link them all below. Just let me know if you guys are interested in that. If you have any questions or comments as far as being a homeschooling parent, let me know. It's a journey. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's a journey, and I'm not only a homeschool mom, I'm a working single homeschool mom. So it is a load, but I'm telling you, you can get through it. If you think about the impact that it will have on your child's education, you just push through it. At the end of the day, you can't fold. So you have to just push through it. But find a support group. I know I'm looking for one as well. I'm looking for a support group to just lean on in times when things are tough, because they will be tough. It's not an easy thing to homeschool. Is it worth it? I definitely believe so. Again, any questions, comments, let me know. Drop it down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and follow my channel. I'm going to have more videos on homeschooling, parenting. I am also a nurse, so I have some nursing videos coming up, and I have some growth journey videos coming up for you guys. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Also, follow me on Instagram. My name is the same as my YouTube name. IAmNurseNisha. That is my Instagram name. If you want to keep up with me on there, because I am going to be posting things up there as well. So I'll see you guys later.